This is just going to be a quick demo, a quick walkthrough of a JavaScript SDK for the Ava protocol. If you're not familiar with the Ava protocol, I would recommend going to their website, which is avaprotocol.org. It's a great new thing if you're into eigenlayer and being able to do tasks decentralized, things such as waiting for given things to happen on the blockchain. So easy use cases such as when a token hits a certain price to execute a certain action. So move money or whatever, automatic dollar cost averaging, a whole lot of things that you can imagine. So very cool protocol. Eigenlayer can be a little complex to use. And so the Ava protocol sort of reduces that complexity. And for JavaScript developers, we're going to reduce it one step further and make it pretty easy. So let's just go ahead and do that. We're just going to create a new project. So we're going to npm init, and we're just going to kind of take the defaults there. And then we just need to install it. So we're going to npi and then Ava JavaScript-SDK. All right, we're installed, and we're going to make a index.js file. And now here is where we are going to quickly cheat. But the package itself does come in the examples a demo file. So we're just going to copy and paste that. You can see what we're doing though. We're just importing the SDK. And what happens is we do need a private key that's used as a token. Rather than have a UI that we're using at this point, I do have my private key stored in an environment file. That's why there was one file sort of before we started here. And it's going to use that to generate a token to get everything going. So on here though, it's very basic. And again, if you install it, this example file is there. But all we're doing is listing any current tasks that are running, getting the wallet, because it does create a smart wallet, which is what they use. The idea being we can then give permissions, which would be a lot better, again, than using the example I did of using your private key. And then we're going to create a task. We're going to then cancel that task, make sure it was canceled, delete it, make sure it was deleted. So it just walks through the basic, but also to actually use it is about that straightforward. The only code that gets to look complex is depending on what kind of actual tasks you want to create. To simply get the tasks, it's a matter of once you have a token, calling the SDK list tasks. So we're go ahead and test and see how good of a job. Every time I keep forgetting to save that file. It doesn't do a lot of good if the file is blank. So we're just going to run node, and with any luck, there we go. It's basically that straightforward. So again, because this is not really client-facing code for the SDK, obviously this is to create forward-facing apps. But from here, we're just outputting the data, making sure it's working. You can see there's 2 tasks already running from previous demos. That's the smart wallet that it created for me, showing it created the new task, and then it goes and gets that task and gets the details on it. And we then canceled it. It shows it was canceled. We then get that info, and then we go ahead and delete it. And when we list, we're back to the 2 tasks we started with. So pretty straightforward. Again, the fun is actually creating applications, and I hope this SDK helps you kind of bypass the harder stuff and get right into the fun stuff. Thanks a lot.